Well, it's a pleasure to see you. Okay, I'm here at Connolly's Club 45, 121 West 45th Street, and I'm here with Tim McMurtrie, the singer of the Murder League All-Stars. How you doing, Tim?
How are you, Oz, man?
I'm going into Casey Kasem mode.
Hey, man,
I can't believe, dude, man, I can't believe Dick Clark and Casey Kasem are dead. What the fuck's going on with this world?
Everybody's dying.
Yeah. So you're about to play this place for the first time, right?
Yeah, first time over at Connolly's. Last show we did in Manhattan was we did the DMX show at SOB's.
At SOB's, yeah. Nice place. They do a lot of jazz and shit over there.
Yeah, and they do it's like a Brazilian club.
Yes, I've been there. I used to get fucking Jack Daniels open bar. They had all kinds of killer shit back in the 90s
Fun
and shit.
Spot, man. We did
absolutely.
A couple shows there. A show called Ghetto Metal by Bizarre Royale.
Nice.
Put it together. Pretty cool.
Nice, man. Okay, so let me ask you, Tim, what made you want to pick up a guitar?
First, my cousin played. I was into heavy metal, obviously. Heavy metal and hard.
What year?
1984, probably.
84?
I started 84. Just picked it up.
Okay.
Had a piece of shit guitar called an X Series. It didn't even have a name on it.
Well, you know what? That doesn't make no shit. You know,
That's how it started. It was.
But I mean, who was your inspiration, though? I mean, who was it? Was it a particular artist? Was it a band?
Yeah. Well, the first band that really caught me was Judas Priest.
Judas Priest fucking got me too.
Because I play guitar. I was learning to play guitar, but at that point, Judas Priest was the band that I dug. The two solo guitar, dual guitar players.
Be right back.
That started it off for sure.
Cool. Let me ask you something. How do you feel about the music scene currently? What are your feelings?
It's totally changed in so many different ways that this conversation and answer could be very long, but I think it's you got to adjust to it, but it totally sucks. You got to adjust to everything in your life, but I think that I kind of like the old way a little bit better because there was more control over what the artists had going on, and they'd work artists more. Nowadays, it's hard to they used to break an artist, and help them get on a tour and stuff like that, and help their record to sell. By putting up money. There was more advanced money with the labels and all that. Sure. It's stuff to do. Now it's like they just take all this money from you, and you got to hope that you sell 1 million copies.
Yeah, it's kind of really weird. I think a lot of people are just doing independent shit.
Yeah, everybody's doing it
because that's where it's at. I mean, you can't really go with the record industry anymore. It's more independent. You make your monies from shows. Merchandise,
which is cool, but it's not cool because if you don't have the money to float the group, man, you're just going to be playing in your local fucking neighborhood, and that's it.
That's right.
Playing in the tri-state area, basically.
But there is a lot of young metalheads and young punks, and I've been seeing a lot of kids from the age of 8 years old on through to 13, 15, 16.
It's alive and well.
Yeah,
man.
it's coming back.
Hardcore, heavy metal. Pretty much everything that I've started off playing, that's not going nowhere.
But let me ask you something. How many lives do you think you've impacted with your music through the years? Do you think you've impacted some people? You impacted me.
I think everybody does. With MOD, we fucking definitely. With MOD, it was something special that when it happened, it was just a time. It was a time of my life.
Sweet.
And that was, we were very young. We were 18 years old. 3 of us. Billy was a little older.
Okay.
But those days you could never go back to, but you never forget them. And
that's right. They were good days. They were good days,
those
right?
Those days had my heart.
Okay, let me ask you something. When was Murder League All-Stars formed, and how long have you been together?
It was formed probably about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It's been kind of like a laboratory test, until now. Now it's starting to come together on what obviously it's together now. The record's done. But it started off, we didn't know really what we were going to do with this project originally. And now it's got the right chemistry between all the musicians that play in the band. They're amazing. They've all played all over the place.
And everybody does their part. Everybody does their part.
Everybody does their part.
Okay.
And so that's great. But also the musical style. You know, we have a fusion of like heavy metal, hip hop, funk, you know, and what people called us from the Source magazine quoted us as basically Cypress Hill meets Beastie Boys meets Rage Against the Machine.
Okay.
So if you like that style of music, that's what we're doing.
Oh, very, very cool. Like whose brainchild was it though? I mean,
I actually got a call from Dave, our current drummer, to do a project with this guy Eddie Knight, who's my other partner now in Murder League All-Star. And basically, it started off as we were going to do like a whole bunch of covers, hip-hop covers, and make them heavy metal. That's how it started.
Wow.
Then what I did was pulled a lot of songs out from under the rug that I had because I was in the band Rhythm Trip from 92 to I guess like 98.
Rhythm
2000.
Trip. Okay.
And Rhythm Trip toured. You know, we did a lot of big. We were ahead of our time with the hip hop and heavy metal fusion, and we basically, you know, it kind of once I pulled the songs out of from under the rug for this band, original stuff. We saw what the original stuff sounded like, and we saw the potential of we should do this and really do this, and we did, and that's what it is now. It's the record's fully done.
How many tracks? How many tracks?
We got 13.
13?
So,
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
We got 13.
Where are you recording at? Where?
We recorded at Track C Studios in South River, where a lot of huge records were done.
Oh, cool.
Including they had from once MOD went to Track East, everybody kind of followed, like Hatebreed, Dillinger Escape Plan, Atreyu, God Forbid. A bunch of bands started playing, you know, doing records there, and you know, still doing records there. Eric's my friend. I produce out of there. I'm a producer too. So
nice. You're also a promoter. You're also a promoter.
Yeah.
You promote at the Blue Room, right?
Yeah, the Blue Room in Dingbats in Clifton. Blue Room in Secaucus.
There you go.
But I'm just all about the music scene, and I try to keep it going, and I do my own thing. But it's all my whole life is music, and that's it.
It's what fuels you, right? It's what makes you get up in the morning.
It's got me possessed, man.
Okay,
like Linda Blair right now.
Okay, cool. Where would be your favorite place to play when, you know, like in another, I don't know, 3 years or 5 years? Where do you see Murder League? Where would you like to play? Like
Murder League's definitely doing the Fort Greene Festival in Brooklyn this year, so there should be a huge crowd of, at least I heard there's been crowds of 30,000 plus, so
wow,
that's going to start happening. And then after that, we're probably going to get on some more festivals. That's what they're shooting for, because our website is about to go up, murderleagueallstars.com.
Okay, got it.
In a few weeks. So, you know, between that and the record, I don't want to say who we're talking to right now, but we are working on something right now, and
very cool.
Our management, and you know, that's where we're at right now. I mean, we're about to ink something up.
But let me ask
you,
where would you like to play? Your favorite place in the whole world, in Europe or
where
maybe
would I
America?
like to play?
Like a famous place is what I'm trying to get at right now.
Well, I wish CB's was here, because I would have liked to play Murder League All-Stars at CB's.
You know, I think we're going to make something like that soon. That
would have been cool.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
No, I think to play. I mean, I never played. I mean, I'd like to get back out West Coast, play Warfield Theater again. I think.
Warfield, okay.
Yeah, it's some killer. And in LA, we played a couple of spots.
That's your favorite place?
Well, West Coast, it was just cool because it was like they saw us for the first time. When I played there with MOD, it was awesome because backstage you had Suicidal Tendencies, Kirk Hammett, when he was real young, hanging out and drinking. Everybody was just hanging out backstage.
Yeah.
Tom Araya from Slayer.
Before everybody got big, right?
Yeah. Before they got big. So, I mean, you know, that was a great time. But, you know, you make new friends. There's new people out there, new musicians, and everybody's doing their thing. And hopefully we'll have that same experience again soon out there.
I think we will. I'm doing my part. Johnny Cook's doing his part. Everybody's doing their part to help out as much as we can.
Absolutely.
You know, me with Necromancer Productions. I'm trying to push cheap shows, 5 bands, 6 bands for like $10, $12.
Yeah.
You know, I try to get drink specials.
I do 10.
Yeah, dude.
$10.
People need value in this fucking crazy
and
world.
5 bands for $10 ain't bad.
Yeah, you can't beat that shit with a wiffle ball bat. Well, the one thing I got to tell you is I'm very, very honored to meet you. And I'm very, very glad that we're able to do this interview. And I want to tell you, there's great things coming from Murder League All-Stars. You heard it right here. Metal Infinity Television, bringing the best in local music to you. See you soon, baby. All right.